So yeah, my good people, welcome to a market recap session with me. So I think on Monday and Tuesday we made CPI and normal market breakdown sessions where we actually made some setups, and then now it's the time for us to do some sort of a review behind the setups that we've actually taken so we can see what is it that price has done for the past few days, right? So we're gonna start with NAS 100. NAS 100, as you guys can see that, okay, like I said, we're on a bullish structure. Um, and price was on this impulsive structure. But like I said, inside this impulsive structure, there was internal impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulsive structure. So what we did was that we used this area here to do what? To look for buying opportunities within this key level here and then pushed up with price to the upside, right? So that's what we did. So if we check, maybe let's say we go to a 1 hour time frame. So on a 1 hour time frame, as we've said previously, that okay, we were anticipating around CPI that price was gonna tap into this level, give us that bearish movement to the downside, and then do what? Tap into our what do you call this thing? Our support level. So this is our support level. After the support level, we use the confirmation entry point to rally up with price to the upside. So as you guys can see that this guy managed to actually create his all-time high, right? And yeah, this was when price reversed at the all-time high. This was roughly around about 1 is to 16R, right? So the CPI, this was the CPI movement. Price push to the upside, and then we got that small retracement back to the downside, and then we got that push to the upside afterwards. So yeah, I think that's roughly on about it, right? So the lesson here is that we had an impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction. So at the end of every impulse correctional movement, we look for buying opportunities to do what? To rally up with price to the upside, so we can come and eliminate what this structure here. But one thing that I actually liked about this thing is, the setup was quite nice actually. Like the structure of price pushing to the upside was so straight. It created nothing but a beautiful order flow to the upside. And yeah, so this was a win for us for NAS 100. Let's check another pair. So for Dow Jones, right? Dow Jones, we are looking for buying opportunities and also selling opportunities, right? So if you go back to a daily time frame, from a daily time frame perspective, we're looking for buying opportunities. We're looking forward to seeing this resistant level here. We're looking forward to seeing this resistant level here, pushing price directly down to our support level so we can be able to do what? To rally to the upside afterwards, right? But then price didn't do that. So the minute price was done eliminating this low, I think it found some sort of an area. It found this area here, right? That it used to do what? This is what you call a support level. So it found this support level here. It found this support level here. For those of you guys that know this type of support, you will know why am I saying that this thing is a support, right? Let's just call it SP. So this is a support level here. So it found the support level here, and then price did what? It then pushed to the upside, right? So this means that the minute price respected the support, I wasn't even aware. I saw it after breaking this level here. That oh, there was actually a support level here that price used to push to the upside, meaning that this area was no longer valid. Hence why us looking for selling opportunities within the structure was always going to be invalid, meaning that we're going to look for selling opportunities on what? On a impulsive structure. So price would normally respect that area and then push up to eliminate it. So we are bound to fail if we are going to look for any forms of selling opportunities within that level. So if we scale down to a smaller time frame, what is it that we can see? Maybe let's say we go to an hour time frame. When we get to our 1 hour time frame, we can see that okay, after the support level was respected, we firstly started with what? The confirmation entry. So if you see here, there's a reactional point that pushes price to the downside to come and eliminate this low here, and then possibly on a 20 minutes time frame, let's check what is it that price has for us at this level here. So this is gonna be our area of interest, and then this means that okay, this whole entire area here is gonna act as what? As our first level of entry. From there, price keeps rallying to the upside, creating those internal impulsive and correctional structures. As you guys can see that okay, we have what? An impulse, a major impulse, major correction, major impulsive movement afterwards, as I've mentioned previously. But like I said, the major problem started when we were looking for selling opportunities within this level here. This one was quite fine because of it's the one that brought price to the demand. But now looking for selling opportunities at this level here was going to be like absolutely invalid because of we were selling a bullish structure. So this is a mistake that we made. Okay, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, right? At that time, it made sense. And I'm not gonna come here and say that, okay, no, we were supposed to. We didn't see that. I wasn't anticipating that. I was looking for the specific structure. It's after the movement has actually broke this level. And lack of confirmation also here. It's the one that helped me to see that, okay, we actually have the lower chance of doing what? Of retracing back. So what is it that we saw after this? Price tapped into our key level, and then we started getting what? The impulsive movements to we started getting the impulsive movement to the upside. So how did price actually get to respect this demand area here? So with the structure here, right, we can see that price pushes up, it finds a reactional point, it pushes down to come and take the temporary low, taps into a demand. So the minute it breaks this high here, right, it gives us another retracement. So this means that this area here now, it becomes our temporary low, which means the structure that price has created now, that's something like this. Right. So it comes down to do what? To respect the demand. And then that's when we can be able to do what? To look for our buying opportunities from that level to rally up with price to the upside to actually eliminate what? To tap into the funded level. We get into that funded level. My main objective was to see price at least eliminating this low here. So the minute price eliminates this low, this means that okay, now I'm most likely to do what? To look for my selling opportunities on a supply resting above here and then rally down with price. But unfortunately, I'm not getting any forms of setups that actually pushes down to actually eliminate that level. From there, US30 just kept on being bullish, being bullish, being bullish, being bullish, right? So yeah, all-time high has been created at the moment. We'll see what is it that this guy's initial intentions are gonna be, right? So moving on, let's check another pair. So we had a gold setup also, right? We had a gold setup also. Just check a 4 hour time frame. So on a goal setup, we're looking for buying opportunities on the support level here, right? But the thing about this area here is that there's this unfilled imbalance here. So you see that we have a lot of unfilled imbalance here. So this unfilled imbalance can actually force price to come to this point of interest here, making this area here a correctional structure, meaning that you can look for B sell setups so that price can push down to come tap into this area, and then you can have those impulsive movements to the upside, right? But personally, I was looking forward to using this area here, especially around CPI. I was looking forward to using this area here to push up with price so that we can go and break that temporary high, tap into the supply, and then push down to come and tap into this demand area here. Like I said, this guy is ranging in between a high and a low. So we are trading a consolidation at the moment, a trending consolidation, because you can see that, okay, it's creating those impulse, correction, impulse also, right? So it's not as consolidative as other pairs would be rallying into the same area, right? But this one you can see that okay, um, it's actually creating a lot of movements inside the structure. A lot of money can be made, but the problem with it is that price has not yet broke this low and this high here, this high and this low here. So which means we are still indecisive on what direction are we supposed to take exactly. But from my side personally, at the moment, right? Since all price tapped into this level. Now, what I saw is with price tapping into this level here, it was pushing up to go and eliminate this temporary high here. There was this untested supply area here, right? There was this untested what supply area and this support level here. But unfortunately, it missed the support level. It tapped into the supply area. If you check on it, I think it was a 10 minutes or something. Another smaller time frame, maybe let's say 2 hours. 2 hour time frame, nothing, 1 hour time frame. So we can see that okay, on a what do you call this thing? On a 30 minutes time frame, we had the supply area here that price tapped into, right? So this is normally be our A setup model with our temporary high being eliminated at this level here. So all the internal range liquidities were eliminated, right? All the internal range liquidity was eliminated. Price taps into that level, pushes down. What is it that you can also see is that with itself pushing to the downside, a low gets eliminated, and then a second one also gets eliminated at this level here. We get a nice retracement back inside. Price retraces back to do what? To tap into a resistant level. Taps beautifully so into this resistant level and then rallies to the downside. I wasn't actually trading a lot. Like it's been a while since I've traded. All I'm doing is just implementing the current system. So yeah, there isn't anything much that I'm doing at the moment besides doing a lot of back testing and actually refining my concept, right? But for Soul, just for now, I believe that we can actually push down, come tap into this level here and get those impulsive movement to come and eliminate this high here, right? It's nothing really complicated. It's straightforward and yeah. So yeah, my good people, this is another reminder that for those of you guys that are currently trading with Exness, please make sure that you send me a DM so that I can be able to add you to the giveaway group where you will be getting a mini mentorship program, market breakdown sessions, my trade analysis, and you'll be getting your prize giveaways such as your laptop, um, your tablet, cash weekly giveaway, and also few spots for the exclusive mentorship program. So if you are trading with Exness, send me a DM. And if you find value around my videos, man, please create an Exness trading account so you can actually get access to extra quality information that I have created for you guys. Why Exness? Instant withdrawal, instant deposits. Different payment methods, quality service in terms of security and customer service. We don't experience slippage, and also we have a swap-free trading platform, right? Meaning that we hold trades overnight, we don't get charged for any of those things. So if you want to elevate your trading journey, this is the right platform for you to do that. And let's get back into this video. Let's see. So DEX, right? Gemin 30. So Gemin 30 the same thing, right? Gemin 30 did the same thing also. It had an impulse correction, impulsive movement, and then a correctional stage, right? And then the minute this last what do you call this thing? Internal range liquidity was eliminated. I think price found a support level here. I believe that price find some sort of a support level at this level, at this area here, right? And then it pushed price up. So the minute, like I said, I didn't pay attention to this thing, right? It's when now what does price do? It's then on a bullish structure. So the minute it gets to be, but I think there should be a demand area somewhere if I'm not mistaken. But it's fine. I'm not sure. Let me actually check 1 day time frame. There's nothing. 15 hours. Still nothing. 20 hours time frame. Okay, we still don't have anything. 8 hours. Okay. Oh, this was the demand. This was the demand. I knew that okay, there's a demand area that price had actually tapped into. So this was the demand area here. Right. So this was the demand area that price tapped into. So if price tapped into this demand area, what does this mean? This means that it's invalid for us to look forward for selling opportunities within that level. Right. I think it was just the hype of CPI, man. I just lost it. I was supposed to have actually seen that price is actually doing this thing. Oh. Now, I remember. I was looking for selling opportunities at this area before price dropped, before price came down. I was looking for selling opportunities, meaning that I was looking for, I had this area here as my temporary high, right? And then this one here as my temporary low, if I remember properly. I had this one here as my temporary low. So if that's the case, I was looking for that tap to this area and then a push to my area here and then that impulsive movement to the upside. I remember I wasn't looking for an overall selling structure. I was looking for price to push to this area here if it wanted to sell. Respect this supply area, push down to this demand area, to this support level, and then push to the upside. And if you check inside this area here also, there was this demand area, a 5 minutes demand area that price tested, right? There was this 5 minutes demand area that price tested. So as you guys can see that there was this 5 minutes demand area here that price came down to actually test. Right, there was that area that price came down to actually test. As you guys can see, taps into it beautifully. So right, it tapped into it beautifully so, and then we started getting that push to the upside. So unfortunately, I wasn't supposed to even look for selling opportunities at this level here. So the minute price taps into this level, this area here become admissible. But it's very important, this area, by the way, because it acts as a reactional point. The minute price pushes back to this area, it will break it and come back inside. Break, come back inside to create the correctional, and then we get that impulsive movement also. The same thing with this one here. Taps into it, comes down to eliminate our temporary low, finds a key level here, and then we get that impulsive movement to the upside. So I would say this week we had 3 wins, right? And gold didn't move, right? German 30, the setup went well. US30, the setup went well. NAS 100, the setup went well. And then it's just gold that was a bit consolidative at CPI. There wasn't any form of movement that price created. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this session. And yeah. I wouldn't say much, man. I wouldn't say much. There is some sort of improvement in my style of trading so far from journaling, backtesting, and everything. And I'm gonna start doing this thing so that you guys can be able to see how I approach the market. And yeah, wishing you guys nothing but a wonderful weekend and a profitable trading month, yeah, and a trading journey. Other than that, that's it from me. And yeah, goodbye.